Hello students, myself Srimati Raktate DB from Residential Junior College, Ahmednagar. Students, all of you know very well that due to COVID-19 pandemic, our Sanstha Ahmednagar Jilla Maratha Vidya Prasarak Samaj has started online teaching learning program. Today, we are going to learn third lesson of our English Yog Bharati Standard 11. The title of the text is The Call of the Soil, a Scent of Rice. The Call of the Soil, a Scent of Rice. Students, all of you are quite familiar with the word call. What is a call? There is a telephone call for you. Can I call back? They called me yesterday. So, students, you know very well what does the word call means. And what is the soil? Soil means Mother Earth. Soil means land. So, I think you have understood the meaning of the title. Let us know about the writer. The writer of this text is Venkateshwaran Iyer. He was born in 1966. He is a science graduate and a certified project management professional. He worked with IBM in Mumbai as a project manager for software implementation. After 17 years in the IT industry, he quit in 2004 to live on his organic farm in Pet village in Dahanu Taluka, Palghar district, Maharashtra. He authored a book, Move Over Microchips, which sheds light on his journey from a techie to a farmer, spanning over a period of 15 to 17 years of his life. He said that it was not a career change, but a lifestyle change I was looking for. He just became a farmer. He chose the life of a farmer and he left his highly respectable job in the field of technology. At present, he has joined his hopeful hands with organic farmers and NGOs working in the organic field to spread the mission of organic farming in our country. Let us move towards the first part of the text, the first crop. It was April 2004. I stood in the middle of the lush green field of mook, green gram, and looked around me. Lush means growing thickly. It was April 2004, and the writer was standing in the middle of the greeny land of the mook and looked around him surprisingly in the hopefulness of future, in the joy of success of producing such good lush green field of mook. It was just before sunrise and the sky was turning a bright orange. Students, you can notice the color of the sky. This is called dawn of the day. The ground was damp. Damp means slightly moist, and the leaves were shining with dew. Dew means very small drop of water on leaves in the very early morning. My bare feet were muddy. Muddy means get soiled as I walked around gingerly, inspecting the plants. The writer was without shoes and it get soiled. He walked around gingerly. Gingerly means very cautiously, very carefully, supervising the plants. Around me were rows of chiku trees and below a dense foliage of mook. Dense means thick and foliage means the leaves of a tree or a plant. At that point, I could not have asked for anything more because the writer was very happy to see the greenery of mook. The mook plants, not more than 2 feet tall, had green pods hanging out. Pod means a long, thin case filled with seeds. The pods were not yet ripe, and there was light fuzz growing on them. Fuzz means fiber, fine hair. There was still some time before the harvest. I felt exhilarated. Harvest season means time when the crops are gathered in a farm. And exhilarated means very happy. The writer felt very happy when he saw greenery in the field. I stood watching the sunrise above the towering trees across the fence and slowly made my way back to the house, a white structure in the middle of this greenery. Fence means protecting the land, the structure made by wood. I could not believe that I was the owner of this land and that I was looking at my first crop as a farmer. Here, the writer wants to tell that he was a successful farmer and it was unbelievable that he was the owner. So, the success story of the writer started now. After I had paid the advance money for the land, I thought I would have some time to get familiar with farming. That means when the writer paid money for the land, he was determined to learn the work on a farm. But Moru Dada, the broker means a person who buys and sells things, who got us the land, had other ideas. He was keen. Keen means interested. That we planned move at once. At once means very first, let's produce move. I was not prepared for this. I was still reading books and trying to figure out what we could sow. Sow means plan and how we should go about it. That means what would be the process after plantation. Morudada was quite firm. Firm means determined. He said the season was right for sowing moog and the base seed were available in Surat in the adjacent state of Gujarat. Murudada gave information about the seeds. I made a quick trip to Surat and bought around 10 kilograms of moog. Murudada rented his tractor to plow the land and quickly planted moog all over the place. Here we see that Murudada had tried his level best to help the writer to plow the land. A few days later, we were overjoyed, that means very happy, to see tiny green leaves. I had never seen moog growing before and was thrilled at the sight. The writer was overjoyed at the sight of green field of moog. It was the same thrill I had felt as a young boy when I saw the first of the hibiscus. I had planted bloom at the railway quarters in Ville Parle in Mumbai. Here, the writer wants to tell that when he was staying in Mumbai, he was very happy when, as a young boy, he planted a hibiscus plant, and when he saw the first appearance of the flower blossom by this plant, he was very happy. I was grateful to have taken Moru's advice. The writer was thankful that Moru Dada gave him good advice. The next thing Murudada wanted to do was spray some pesticides on the plants. Pesticides means chemicals used for killing the pests or insects. He claimed that it would give a higher yield. Higher yield means good production. This was something we did not want to do. Here we see that the writer did not want to use pesticides. He was firm not to use any pesticides. We were clear that we would not use any chemicals and tried to explain it to him. The writer was just thinking of not using any chemicals and convincing Morudada why we should not use chemicals and what is the ill effect of using chemicals. He reacted as if we had suggested harakiri. Harakiri, the meaning is given. It means a formal way of killing yourself by cutting open your stomach with a sword. In the context, this means Murudada was strongly objected to this idea of not using chemicals. It took a lot of convincing to ensure that Murudada and his friends did not use any chemicals on the farm. This means, after a lot of convincing, the writer was successful to let them not use any chemicals for production. They refused to understand how crops could grow without sprays. But Morudada and his friends could not understand much why chemicals not be used. Contrary to what everyone had told us, nature did her job and she needed no bribes to get the work done. Here, the writer got a good harvest in spite of using no chemicals. This showed that it was possible to get a good harvest if we left it to nature and allowed things to grow naturally. There is no need to use additional unnatural things like chemicals, that is, bribes. Soon it was harvest time. Harvest times means the time when the crops are gathered on a farm and we manage a respectable 300 kilograms, an awful lot of moog, and with it a lot of confidence. An awful means a very large amount. Everyone known to the writer did not expect a good yield of moog since he refused to spray any chemicals on the plants. In, in spite of that, nature did her job and the writer could get 300 kilograms of moog, which was not only awful but also a confidence builder for a first timer. Now I was certain the land was fertile and that it was possible to grow crops without chemicals. It was a major moral booster. Moral means an event that makes one feel more confident and cheerful. And booster is a device that gives extra energy. Here, we learn that without using chemicals or pesticides, good crops can be produced from a land. Thank you.